Hey everyone, in this video I've got this device, the Echo Show 5. So in this video I'm just going to do a Dave 2D kind of style, just chat about this device. So with this device you're basically getting all of the same things that you get with a regular Echo device, but you are also getting a screen with it. And the reason I in particular wanted this device, and it's something that I've been kind of contemplating in my mind for a while, is I wanted there to be some way that I could control all of the lights and the plugs and stuff like that in my house without having to talk. Because there's some situations that come up where, for example, somebody's watching a movie, or there's just general chit chat in the house and you can't really talk over people to switch a light off or anything like that. And we do have one of the Philips Hue controller things. We've got a single one that controls all of the lights, but you don't want to have to switch on all of the lights or switch off all of the lights just to make it darker or a bit brighter. And yes, there's the brightness options on there, but sometimes you just want to control individual lights, and I wanted something to do that. I considered plugs and stuff like that, but for £40 as it is now on Amazon, I considered going, sorry, with the Show 5. And the reason I went with the Show 5, not the Show 8, is because I didn't really want the big display. I wanted the small display. That is really going to be up to you and what space is available in your house and stuff like that. I only wanted this to take up a little bit of space and not to really stand out too much, so that's why I went with this. So I think for the purpose that I wanted it for a smart home hub kind of thing, I think it actually works pretty well. It could work better, they could be the controls on the home screen itself. They could have them right here, and that would be really, really good. The most recent ones, for example, putting them here. But to get to them, you just swipe to the side, you go to smart home, and all of the stuff's there pretty much straight away. And it works by just tapping, and yeah, I don't really want to tap them because it'll switch off and on stuff in the house, but you can do that. And if it's a light, you can also control the brightness by tapping on the square and then scrolling along the bottom here. So yeah, it was pretty perfect for me. And another audience that I think this might actually be really good for, and it isn't actually an audience that I considered at first when I got this device, are the sort of people that want those kind of smart photo frame sort of things that they used to have in the past and people used to have. Basically, it's a photo frame that can cycle between different pictures, and yeah, this is something that this device can do too. If you upload all of your pictures onto Amazon Photos or you let it pull from your Facebook photos, it can actually show all of your, personal photos on this device. And the thing is, all of the Echo stuff I feel works really well too when you're not using it for one of those two things. The microphones in this are actually located at the top, and I thought they were located at the front. I don't know why they didn't put them at the front. It would have made more sense to me since that's where people are going to be speaking from. But even so, I still think that they worked really well compared to the Echo Dot. I mean, I've only had this for a day, so I can't, definitively say anything. But it seemed to have picked me up a lot more than the Echo Dot used to. The speakers in it have also improved too. The speakers I think are located in the back area here, and you can really tell that the speakers have that much more space because the bass sounds a lot better than on the Echo Dot. I mean, I didn't really think that the Echo Dot had that bad of a speaker. I'd still wouldn't really care for adding any speakers to the Echo Dot. That is the new Echo Dots. The older ones, don't sound as good. But with this one, it's got nice punchy bass. The vocals sound really nice and clear too. And I don't think, even though there's a 3.5mm jack at the back, I don't think you really need to think about going out and spending anything on speakers, because I do think this does have a good speaker in it. And yeah, why I'm saying about those audiences in particular is I feel like for everyone else, this doesn't do too much extra to what you kind of expect from other Echo devices. I mean, it does give you a bit more context to some things. So, for example, if I say, Alexa, how tall is the Empire State Building?
The Empire State Building is 381 meters tall.
As you can see, it answers my question, but then it also shows along the side a few extra details. If I then go and ask, Alexa, what's the weather?
In Huddersfield, it's 9 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, you can expect lots of clouds with showers, with a low of 6 degrees.
Yeah, it will say the usual stuff that it usually says when you ask any Echo device what the weather is, but it'll also show a few additional things, like it'll show it per hour. If you keep scrolling, it'll show it for more hours. And it also shows the lows and the highs, and it lets you just look at whatever you want. That's the advantage of having a screen. Do I think that's going to be worth it for, most people who don't want to use it as like a filter frame or want to use it for its touchscreen? If you've got the money, sure, you can spend it, but I wouldn't say if it's that much more than an Echo Dot, you would necessarily have to go for this one to get that much extra features. I think the two audiences that this would really work well for, as I said, are the people that want to use the touchscreen on it, or are people who want to use this as a digital filter frame. Because the thing is, yes, there are some additional features on this. I mean, you can set alarms on this, so you may want to use it as a alarm clock, but I mean, at that point, why not just get an alarm clock? And it does have video too, which basically is Amazon Prime Video, but I mean, who's going to want to watch a video on this tiny display? You're not going to get it for that. The reasons you're going to get this, as I said, are for those two things. And if you just want an Alexa kind of built into those two things. So yeah, anyway, that was my thought on the Amazon Echo Show 5, which is a name that I always trip up on. If you like this video and you like this style, I do think I'm going to be making videos in this kind of style into the future. Mainly because I really like how Dave 2D does it, and I think it's a good style to do videos in. Only saying the essential stuff and leaving out all of the stuff that people can figure out for themselves. Yeah, if you like it, be sure to let me know down in the comment section down below. And if you've got any questions, be sure to ask me down there too. I'm gonna have this linked in the description, so if you want to help my channel out, you can go and buy it from there if you are interested in buying it. Obviously, the choice is up to you. But for now, anyway, I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next video. Be sure to stay safe out there with all the COVID stuff going on. Bye.